my love, are the kind of soul that is here on earth not only to transmute and to alchemize and to rise above, but to shine. You are the lighthouse. You are that person to guide, to show the way. And you cannot show the way by dimming your light. You are a guide here. Like whoever I'm speaking to, you have a huge purpose on your life, and part of it is to be the light, is to remember that you are the light and shine so brightly that there is nothing but the light. I think really so many of us have a fear of being seen at our best. And I'm gonna let you sit with that for a minute, but think about how many times you have stopped yourself from showing up in your fullest capacity because you didn't want others around you to doubt themselves or be jealous or not shine, right? Like you've been fed this idea that through shining your light so bright that you dim others. And if you know me as a teacher, I always teach intangibles. And so if you take two candles and you put them together, they're just going to shine brighter. And if you take one candle that is shining bright and take another candle that is also shining bright, they are not competing. One lit candle can light 100 unlit candles, right? And so this is what I'm telling myself and embodying in this moment, that like I have a story to share and you have a story to share, and your story is so magnificent. Even if you don't think it is, there is wisdom. There are nuggets of gold in your story that deserve to be shared. And you're not sharing them because of a fear of being seen, not a fear of being seen at your worst, but truly deep down. There's a plane going on overhead. Feels like travel is significant. I'm actually traveling in Mexico, which is my home country right now. The World Cup is going on currently while we're here. But in order to give those gifts to the world that the world so deeply deserves from you, and that needs your flavor and your touch and your way of telling the story, I think that's one of my biggest fears. I think deep down in this idea of visibility is like being misunderstood. And I think that so many of us carry this deep like witch wound within us that is the healer, that is the alchemist, that is the black sheep. You cannot fear being misunderstood more than you fear not showing up for those who need your story. I'm going to repeat that again. You need to fear not sharing your story more than you fear being misunderstood. Because your story is so valuable. So valuable. And this is a super trigger warning essay, trigger warning, but I think deep down, the biggest reason why my body, why my psyche, my brain, my soul holds this imprint of hiding, of not showing up fully in the world to my fullest capacity, and being this person that I really know that I could be, is because of the things that I experienced and the sexual abuse that I experienced, the SA that I experienced as a child. Because in that moment when something like that happens to you, and I'm so sorry, I'm here to tell you, like, you did not deserve that. And you are here to rise above that. Whether or not you choose to share that part of your story is completely yours. That's your choice. Okay? You are not in a state of having to share every part of your life for the sake of visibility or vulnerability. I'm sharing this with you right now because I've alchemized it. I don't hold that story as all I am, but I used to. And what that does to you, what SA does to you, is it forces you into this silence. All of a sudden, it's just like this fucking weight. this freaking weight, sorry, I forget that I can't curse on here. This weight is just over you. And all of a sudden it's like you can't breathe. You can't move. You can't run. You can't scream. You can't speak up. And so you become this dimmed, quiet, secretive, addictive, hiding part of yourself. Because after you go through something so traumatic like that, and you are made to be quiet, and you are made to shut down, and you are made to stop shining your light. Because in order to keep yourself safe, you had to keep yourself small. And in order to keep yourself safe, you had to keep yourself hidden, because being seen was unsafe. Okay? And so here I am, just, I don't know the guy who says it, but it's a writer. And he says, when you don't know what to write or you don't know what to say, just say the truest thing. Write the truest thing. And this is the truest thing, is I'm so afraid of being seen. I am so afraid of being witnessed, not necessarily in my mistakes. Like, I'm not so afraid for you to see the bad parts of me. I think I'm more afraid for you to see the good parts of me. I'm more afraid, and it feels so liberating to just say this, like, I'm afraid to be seen in my power. And it sounds silly and almost like egotistical, right? Like, but no, I want you to say that. Like, you are powerful. You are so powerful. And it's about time that people start seeing that. Like, it's about time that people start seeing how intuitive you are, how gifted you are, how knowledgeable you are, how embodied you are. You are one of the people that has alchemized and mastered certain paths. You have mastered and alchemized traumas in your life, and you think that that's just normal. It's not. It's not. People deserve to see people like you standing up in their truth, in their authenticity, and just sharing what's real, sharing what's alive. And if what's real and what's alive is that you have something to give to the world, and if what's real and what's alive is that you have a story to share that you have kept quiet about for too long, things that you have transmuted and alchemized, and ways that you have gone above the things that have happened to you, right? Like, you've overcome divorce. You can't feel any shame about being divorced. You've overcome something that most people feel taboo speaking about, right? Like, a friend of yours has gone through something really tough, and you have walked through that path with them. You have to share that. That's very specific for someone. Like, just because the wisdom isn't yours, but you lived through it. The story might not be yours, but you received wisdom from it and you alchemized it. You are a gift, and your stories are a gift, and your mistakes are a gift. It's all a gift. Apart from all of the stories and the shame and the baggage and the trauma, like, who you were before that is who I am trying to excavate in myself now. I am trying to become the little girl pre everything that happened to her. Because I remember that she loved to be seen. She loved to be on stages. She loved to be the front of stage. And now I'm like, so afraid when it comes to not being seen again in my shame or in my mistakes. But actually, my biggest blockage around being seen is being seen in my greatness, is going back to that little girl at 4 years old, 3, 4 years old, who had no cares in the world and who was excited to be seen for who she really was, and was excited to shine so brightly so that people could see who she really was. Like this plant does. It's so beautiful. Let me show it to you guys. Can you guys see it? Yeah. But you can see the birds. We're free as the birds now, baby. Okay. Well, ow. I literally just put my hand on a cactus. Let's put that cactus back up so that we can. Okay. This cactus just. Alright, well. Hi. My name is Brenda, and I have a huge fear of being seen. And I think deep down, my biggest fear isn't being seen in my shortcomings, it's being seen in my power and being seen for the person that I really am and the power that I really hold and the belief systems that I hold of myself and of my life. I believe that I'm here for greatness. I believe that I will be walking stages. I believe that I am a millionaire already in the making. And yet I feel so afraid saying that sometimes. Even though I know it, right? Like it's these things that I feel that are true in my body of me being a healer and an alchemist and someone who has lived, I mean, thousands of lives to get to this point, to get here, right? And like, even just to throw random things out there, like, there is this lineage, it's called the Rose lineage, and it comes from the line of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. And I believe that I hold codes from that lineage and wisdom from that lineage. And it's crazy for me to say these things, right? Like, these are the things that I'm talking about. Like, I talk to plants. I talk to plants, and they talk back, and we have conversations. And I make medicines based off what they say. Like, I sound woo woo, right? Like, now I'm so scared to post this. Now I'm scared to tell you guys how I really feel about myself. And that is what I want you to do. I want you, like, straight homework. Write down 3, 4, 5 things that you don't even believe that you do, that you're capable of, that you've mastered, that you've surpassed. Whether it's a divorce or coming from that and creating your own family, or being able to talk to God, you know, or having a deep relationship with yourself or with your angels, you know, manifesting things, being the type of woman that has created her life from scratch. Like, that is something that you need to be proud about. You need to brag. It's not bragging if it's right. Mic drop. Like, if it's not true, then it's a lie, right? But if it's true, it's not bragging. It's just true. You are awesome. You are that, like, you're wonderful. When did you stop thinking it was okay to shout that from the rooftops? Right? Like, when self-deprecation became trendy, when hating ourselves became popular, like, no. No, no, no. Like, the whole point of this life is to love, to learn, and to teach. And so you've done the loving and the learning, and you're not doing the teaching part. Because you, my love, are the kind of soul that is here on earth not only to transmute and to alchemize and to rise above, but to shine. You are the lighthouse. You are that person to guide, to show the way. And you cannot show the way by dimming your light. Like, we are walking in darkness, and we have flashlights. You are this beaming flashlight, and you're turning your flashlight down just in case one of us gets jealous of how bright your light is, but you're the one guiding us out of the darkness. Like, is this landing? Is this making sense for you? You cannot be the flashlight, this beam of purpose and direction and guidance. You are a guide here. like whoever I'm speaking to, you have a huge purpose on your life, and part of it is to be the light, is to remember that you are the light and shine so brightly that there is nothing but the light. And the most important oh, I'm tripping over my words. It's like something does not want this to come out. The most important thing that you can do is to shine as brightly as you can. And to stop dimming yourself in order to make yourself more palatable. You are fire. Like you are a burning furnace. You are a light. You are the guide. You are the way home. And like you know that because you have alchemized, because you know that it is not out but through, that there is no way out, that the only way is through. You've alchemized that. It's time that you model that you show us that by showing us your greatness. Like, I could tell you every sob story of my life, but it won't matter if I don't show you the person I became afterwards. Like, oh my God, I'm so passionate about this. Like, I did not even know that this was going to come out. But the way that we are all going to evolve and grow is by seeing these evolved versions of each other. And we can only show that to each other by standing fiercely in our light and giving other people permission to stand in that light and to be the greatest, biggest, loudest, most expressive, too much version of themselves. Because you are too much. I'm here to tell you, congratulations, here's your award. You are too much. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being too much, right? You were made to believe that too much was bad, but too much is wonderful, right? It's just what you choose to believe about yourself. And so I think you are too much. I think I'm too much. Some of you are like, man, why is she talking so loud? Right? But like, you are for who you're for. And so too much will not be too much for the right people. They will want you to do even more, be even more. That is the path, right? Is being your too much self and allowing that to just emanate from your soul and guide others home through that light. Because if we are walking through darkness and every single one of us is a light, and we're turning that light off, or walking through the darkness with like when you walk through like whatever a hallway at night in your house or something, and you have your phone screen, like your phone screen light, and you're shining it on things versus turning on an actual flashlight. Same flashlight, it's the same device, right? And it can either light up a little or it can light up a lot to its full capacity. And it sounds so cliche and it sounds so simple, but are you doing it? Like, are you actually letting people see how powerful you are, how cool you really are, how weird you really are? Like, you are so weird. You are a weird individual. And I love that about you. Let your freak flag fly. God put you here on this earth as a unique flame, as a unique expression. It is time that you embody who you are and shine as brightly as you can, because none of us are going to get anywhere unless we do. Well, I'm gonna go get some breakfast into me. I love you all so much with all my heart and all my butt. All right, my lovies. Mwah. Bye, until we see each other again next time.